Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Niagara Falls, New York, for this regional stop on the 39th annual BullShooter World Tour. I'm Sean Green, joined by Nick Teixeira, and this is the finals of the ladies doubles combo. 301 open and open out full bull freeze is the game they're playing. And it is Maria Carley and Kelly Tebow taking on Devin Crow and Olivia.
Yeah, this should be a phenomenal matchup here, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this one will play out for Someone Say Shots, as they showed some real resilience, but we've seen a pretty strong firepower in the cricket legs from Watermelon and Sugar. If they bring that into here, they're not going to be a round out.
It might be a quick one.
So we'll have to just strap in, wait, and see here.
Can't tell you how much we appreciate everybody joining us here in the chat. Hit that like button, hit that share button, let everybody know that we are live here in Niagara Falls, New York. And you can see the thrones are already being brought out as someone has dragged over a giant armchair.
Lazy boy Denny Garn.
Yep.
Repeat from last year. But last year, there were chairs everywhere. This year, I don't know where he found that chair.
Probably his hotel room.
That is awesome. I got to give a shout out to Denny Garn. Good old boy there.
The best thing is that we already talked about this, so we're stealing this thing tonight when he's gone and putting it in here.
Yep.
Now I have a throne. Now you have to get you one.
That's okay. I'm more of like the jester in this duo. You can see, I love that right there is Olivia and Devin have an interaction where she's just like, hey, calm it down. You're good. Settle in. There's still plenty of leg left in this one and plenty of match left in the whole thing. You want to apologize that we are not finishing our coverage of that third place match for the pro. Obviously, the women's final takes precedent, and of course, we had that little internet outage there for a quick second, so we had to make sure everything was good in the background. But best of luck to both those teams.
And there she is, big Hattie Hat. Did calm down after the pep talk.
That is it. Well, no, Olivia was the one telling her to calm down.
Right,
so,
right.
Practicing what she preaches,
That
if
works.
anything.
Well, Maria, 108 left. Can do it in 2 darts if she wants to, but always smarter to take 3. 8.
This is what she did yesterday, too.
Yeah, she sure did. I hate it even more in freeze.
Yeah, trip 14 on this last order, double 20. You want to bring this down below 10. Single 12 to leave 32. I mean, is the ideal setup dart. But you want to try to make this as easy of a freeze as possible to freeze Olivia on the 104 here.
Or as hard as a freeze as possible to do it to Kelly.
Exactly.
For Kelly. Yep. I feel what you're spraying.
Okay. That's a way to word that. As 87 is the target line right now, so Kelly needs to get below 87 here. 121 points at least on this throw. So 2 bulls and a trip. So really, you're going for a hat trick. And still get it if you went trip. Doesn't shoot it.
She's still going to be below the 119, which wouldn't freeze Maria. Now there's an opportunity to freeze. It's a pretty decent one. If you look at the math there, that is a 22-point difference. So if Olivia gets below 22, Maria will not be able to take a shot.
And so in this scenario, I mean, you're just going to you're not really changing your shot selection on this one. But if anything, you are just going to shoot at the bull trip 18 route though instead of the bull 4 bull, because you want to make sure you get below that target number.
It needs a trip.
You need a trip.
That's not enough, and that's
catastrophic.
Yeah, I mean it's a really bad play in that moment because Maria is going to hit 32 19 times out of 20.
We saw a round out where the wrong shot was shot in the previous leg by the other team of Lady Misfits, and you can see Maria goes ahead and gets themselves the match point.
She's not frozen.
She was not frozen.
No, the math was wrong there for that person. Yeah, she thinks that they're just frozen. She was not.
Yeah, so again, clerical errors like this is what can cost you matches, and you have to be careful, because I would rather lose because someone outshot me, not lose because I did the math wrong. And Francine, we are still saying go for the win.
100%.
But bull 4 bull versus the bull trip 18. The reason why we're saying that, if you go bull 4 and then you miss the bull, then you can't
Freeze, yeah.
you can't freeze on any of those misses. If you go bull trip 18, that's still going for the win. And if you hit at least a single 18, another single 18, or a single on any of those big numbers will freeze there. That is the idea behind that. We're still saying go for the win, but you also want to go for the win in a way where you can also miss and still set up a freeze.
Smart win.
And
it's a fiver.
And it punishes the 2 mark open from Devin. And Devin, same thing here. I mean, Olivia last time told her, hey, calm it down. We're okay. They have to keep that mentality in place here. This is still able to go. And Francie, no worries. This is open out. It is a change of format from the Pro-Am that we were watching. So
totally fine.
And the Pro brackets that we saw yesterday. So totally okay. We're just here to help educate the masses.
And also, to be fair, it's okay to disagree with what we say. Our opinion is just an opinion. We just happen to have microphones that say it louder than most.
Yeah, like single 19, single 20 on 39.
It's the dumbest move ever. If you do that tonight.
I hope you know. I hope you know I can't because it's double out.
Thank God.
Incredible.
It makes everything better now automatically. Like, that was my nervousness. I'm just kidding.
Well, Devin has a good opportunity right here to get a number up and going.
Opts for the 18s. And this is one of those situations where if you're Maria Carly and you're Kelly Tebow, you just can't get wrapped up in anything crazy here. You just got to stay textbook on it. Just try to take this out as quickly as you can and not really play around with it. Maria should have learned that lesson from last night.
Yeah, she absolutely did. And it's one of those things where her strategy was sound up until the overcommitment to the bulls, which is really what cost her there. And I don't think we're going to see that same mistake out of her in any way, shape, or form.
You're not wrong.
Typically, I'm always right. That's when I'm not. Who's keeping score? Not me.
The board.
The board does keep score.
Nice to have. Race to 2 still. So this is if Kelly and Maria win this, it's all over. They are the queen seat.
Starting at the 19s here, kind of playing a little bit more conservative, finds the trip 19 and stays for a 4 mark there, saying, and I like this too, Maria and Kelly are both pretty strong shots. There's not a huge disparity between them, but Maria loves moving around the dartboard. Let her move around the dartboard. You can focus on teeing up the shot there and keeping the pressure on someone say shots. I like the mentality.
Wait, someone said shots?
Someone say shots?
I love it. All right, Maria stepping up. 17s first, 18s.
No.
Nope, she's doing this thermonuclear thing.
I love it there. I personally, I think this is the exact scenario to do this. You're not scared of how many 18s they've hit so far. The team is barely over a combined 3 at the moment, so just take advantage of the fact that they're on a number they don't seem too comfortable with at the time being.
Okay, I'm good with that.
That's still fine 4, so that's a good shot there from Liv. But they also, I mean, with the single mark on the 16, you might as well just grab the extra number at this point. We'll see what Kelly does here. She's more traditional in her style.
But she'll also play off of her partner a little bit.
She did move over to the 16s, kind of floated the dart there and saw some frustration and stayed on for another single.
And that's, I know I harp on, like, there's no doubles in cricket and stuff like that. In that situation, there really is no doubles in cricket. There's no reason to shoot the double there because a triple gives you actually points, too. So there's a bonus for doing it.
Big trip 18 on the last.
Big darts. They're battling in this.
Yeah, I mean, now they're actually making that stand that they need to. But Maria, with some tenacity on the dartboard, over to the 16s, grabs the close, up to the 18s. Nails it. Big 7 mark there.
Great darts from Maria Carly.
Sean, they're 3 bulls away from sneaking this one.
Well, that's a hat trick right there.
Kelly's going to hit one of those too. At 4 numbers up, there's no real reason to pivot off the bull here. On the last start, you might want to just out of frustration, and that is more understandable than anything else.
That's exactly what she does.
I think I know what I'm doing every now and again.
Listen, the whole blind squirrel nut thing.
What is it doing?
Blind squirrel finding a nut.
Oh, that's what it's doing.
Anyway.
Back to the match.
Thank God.
Maria Carly, 3 bulls for the win here. Even misses good. Onto the bull, though. Just 1 bull and 119 on the turn. 107-point difference. 5 bulls needed by Liv here to cover the point differential, and they're still down 4 numbers. This is a very dire situation. Few bulls for Kelly. 1 more needed.
Oh, not yet.
Just a bit outside on that last one.
You see they're laughing about it.
You have to, right?
Well, it's nice to have that type of pressure, or lack of that type of pressure, you know?
Yeah, just knowing that you're playing on a team that supports you no matter what.
Well, just, you also know you're about to win anyway.
That too. It usually helps, right?
Typically. So here we go, Maria Carly for the title.
There's like a 4.6.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, but that'll do it.
Yes, ma'am. Incredible stuff. Looks like Watermelon Sugar will hold their seats and will be your victors for today. And what was absolutely a great affair. And now it's on to the finals of that Pro-Am doubles cricket matchup here. They're going to go ahead and get that board set up, and I believe they're
rolling right now. Right, meow.
They're getting relogged in real quick, so should be no time at all.
And I do like to see our partner warming up out there on the board.
That's good. We are not.
We are not, because we can't, because we're here.
We're working.
Honestly, we could, but it'd make it worse. Might as well not, you know?
Well, an opportunity to play with a talented youth player.
That's so exciting.
It's so cool. And I love that she knows us well enough that she'll have fun regardless of the fact of
I hope so.
Ice cold or not.
Ice baby. I hope she's looking forward to that.
No, but mine went none.
Dun 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 dun. It's the dun dun. That's the difference.
There's a whole thing.
Oh, I know.
Back in my day, that was a big deal.
It was not.
No, it was not.
No, you were born after that day.
Well, that's true. I was born on a Monday. I was. That's real.
I know. That's not the point. The point is everything else that led up to that.
This is called vamping, folks. So
it's
right
not.
Now, the match hasn't started yet. We're trying to just keep you guys entertained instead of setting it to a music break. If you guys want to have a commercial break, just let us know. We are selling advertising spots and sponsorship opportunities for the BullShooter Tour. Reach out.
If you have a camera and a video and some money, you too can just be on our live stream.
You can just put whatever you want up there.
Yep.
We don't even look at the videos.
When I'm at dart tournaments, hug me. Love me.
What?
That could be the advertisement. When I'm at dart tournaments, I prefer hugs.
Who?
It's just some random person that's buying advertisement.
That's just what they want to do?
Yep.
I mean,
talk about how they like hugs.
I like hugs, but like I don't know. Some of y'all don't shower.
Or at least like don't put on deodorant. And listen, I'm a bigger dude, and I know that I smelled like fantastic all the time because I make it a habit to do that. And if I don't, someone better tell me because I need to fix that immediately because that's not me. So y'all can do that same thing.
Guys, I'm the only one sitting next to him. We all know who he's talking about. As looks like the sign-up should be just about closing for that mixed triples. And I swear, if they don't get at least one more team in there and it finishes at 99 teams signed up, I'm going to be upset. We got to have even 300 players in this event.
It'd be so sweet. And one person that doesn't have a team, as far as I know, is Doug Bame still.
Which is crazy, right?
I mean, if I'm just some random couple He can carry you to something.
There's a Rainforest Cafe. Just go find like some family.
Some random family.
And say, hey, you're coming over here for a little bit.
Some random fam.
Ram fam. Thank you, ma'am.
It is going to be Gary Anderson versus Luke Littler in the semifinal. And then the other semifinal is Martin Lukeman versus Mickey Mansell.
Yeah, put that on your bingo card.
The final is definitely the second semifinal.
See, they're just getting those last few darts, really getting themselves settled in here. Ryan and Barlow at the board. Doug Bain just getting back on over. And B-Max scanning in right now.
How do you not make the jump from B-Mac to Big Mac?
Big Mac Patty Whack, give that dog his bone back.
Nope. I'm trying to have a serious conversation about this. I'm just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment we've all been waiting for all day long, the finals of the Pro-Am. Doug Bain, Ryan Blakeney taking on Jason Barlow. And Doug Bain and B-Mac taking on Jason Barlow and Ryan Blakeney. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, the finals of the Pro-Am doubles cricket.
Hey, Nick, when you have this, cut right here. Welcome back, everybody, to the finals of the Pro-Am bracket. Can-Am taking on last time and what should be an all-out brawl to see who hoists the
Speaking of last time.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Nice 5-mark start. I'm Sean Green, joined by Nick Teixeira. Thank you so much for joining us here. We're not perfect, but we are imperfect.
I can tell you we're definitely not perfect. Can-Am wants to just go ahead and get this done, right? I mean, they went through the losers bracket. They made it through that third place match, and they got back here. But last time, and Doug Bain started off with perfection, showing, hey, we stayed warm this whole time.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be something that you would have to worry about there. But you know who else has stayed warm is Ryan Blakeney.
Well, and I'm curious to see where Ryan finished in singles last night, because B-Mac obviously did end up getting that win.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good sign when you're playing the Pro-Am with a person that won Am singles. And if Doug Bain was here, probably would have been at least a top 5.
He would have, yeah, at least. Now, that being said, anything happened last night. That was a crazy night of darts where a couple of the favorites didn't even make it very far at all.
That's just how the brackets go. I mean, you know, it sounds silly to say out loud, but there's a reason why you play every single round of the tournament, every single match, is just because anything can really happen.
Doug still perfect. Boom goes the dynamite again. Gives a little finger point to the cam.
He must have wore his tall shoes. He reached right up to those 18s. And right now, the amateur averaging a 6. We'll drop just a little bit to a 5 there, but playing particularly well. B-Mac, who has been really solid, definitely not showing it as much in this leg. This is a good turn for him to try to recollect here.
Good 5. Luckily, his partner's went back-to-back 9, so it didn't really matter what he shot his first round.
Exactly, but I mean, with the fact that the other team's shooting a combined 10, they're right on the tails.
Yep.
It's a combined 10 places playing a combined 12 right now. I like the shot here. It forces Doug to try to go for the horse. He's going to start at the 16 here.
Ideally.
It's the safest way to shoot it.
He done that.
As he starts talking bad to himself, saying, come on, you're
said,
really
"Throw
only
it."
going to hit 8 for 9?
He said, throw it.
Throw it. Do it. Do it now. The Emperor Palpatine.
That was good. No, I got it.
Thank you. Woo, how about
Boom goes the dynamite for Ryan Blakeney.
bringing it back up over a 6 there. Phenomenal shots, and this is going to be a little bit more dicey than anticipated here. Last time, really fighting for the right to win this leg here.
Oh, no. And that's
Detrimental.
not the shot. That's not the shot there on dart 3. That was a boo-boo.
Yeah, at least a single to add a dart to the shot here. Especially because it's going to take all 3 singles to close. We would have the point lead in this scenario. Doug Bain, who is shooting an 8.0, needs to hit double bull, trip 15. He wants to win the leg in this turn and continue his streak of perfection. Near it.
Might do it. Won't now.
Back to the bull. I mean, it's still an incredible shot, leaving it 2-3, and really putting the pressure on the AM. I say that loosely, as he's throwing a 6.33.
It's a different beast, though, when the leg's on the line.
One more bull needed. Make sure not to deflect out.
So solid.
Beautiful darts there. And that was a very tough hole to throw. Doug shot a 7.25, and I think that is probably the lowest game we'll see out of BMAC. I don't think that that's something that will reoccur here. 2.33, well off the margins for him.
No, those are great darts, and hats off there to Blakeney.
And you know, earlier when we saw Doug, we talked about how he was having some fluctuations in his game. We weren't factoring the fact that he didn't play Friday. And again, as this continues on, he is throwing particularly well and is going to be showing that he's a resilient force on the board. BMAC just needs to trust that process here.
He's getting better and better. He really is. And that's a whoopsie-doo, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, Ned Flanders on the microphone here. Whoopsie-daydly. How does he say? Howdly-doodly?
Howdy-ho, good neighbor.
Isn't that
Nope.
Home Improvement? Nope.
Yep.
That was Home Improvement.
Was it?
Pretty sure. Howdy-ho, neighbor. Yeah, no, that's definitely Home Improvement. Chat, help us out here as going back to the match.
Wrong. Let's move on. It don't matter.
Forget about it. Says Boss Hog. Goes for the cover after not feeling like he could find that trip 18 in the last. Chose to try to get another number. I like the shot selection here, but Doug is going to be able to continue the attack.
18. Dan. One of those stacker darts that he throws in steel tip and soft tip combined. His darts lay about the same, no matter which version of darts he's playing, which does not happen for everybody. I can tell you that much.
Well, here's BMAC just trying to continue to push the agenda of team last time here. Can start right at these 17s. Gets it done in one. We're trying to walk the dog. Let it off the leash and got a pony instead.
All right, Blakeney going to step up. A lot of work to do now. Too much work for one person to do. And oh, Dougie Doug. To win leg number 2 and even it out, one apiece.
Yeah, no clear breakaway yet in this matchup. But here's the skinny of it, as Doug does get that leg here, is leg 1 was lost because BMAC was off. Leg 2 was won because they both were on.
Yep. BMAC shot at 6.5 in that one.
Yeah, it's law of averages. Has to, of course, correct.
That's a huge difference.
Huge.
Capital Y.
You'd expect BMAC and Ryan to both be right around that 4-5 range on average with some fluctuations. And Jason Barlow is going to have to make sure whatever Doug shoots, he's going to do the same or better.
Well, Doug's going to start off with a 9 here.
I'll take the 7 for $1. Oh, I wanted it. Now Ryan with an opportunity here to kind of dictate this for his team. Just a little bit. Want to stay up for 2. Take the swing on this third dart down to the 19s.
Boom goes the dynamite for Ryan Blakeney. He's had a lot of those.
Absolutely
The amateur.
incredible. Yeah, he just has such a direct throw. You can see the way he brings it in. He gets down low with his body a little bit, and then just kind of pushes that dart directly through. Pretty much a little arc in that follow through. I love every bit of his throw.
And the gall of that guy, right? Because he tried to complain about BMAC being an amateur.
We have actually 100 teams, by the way.
Yay!
We had one more team sign up, and so we have
Hundo.
300 players playing mixed trips.
How many?
300 players playing mixed trips.
All right, our goal is not to come in 300th spot. I know that's not how that works, but that's not the point. That's a goal we can achieve then.
True.
Jason Barlow with a big 6 mark. In control of leg number 3. And listen, timing-wise, we cannot go to a double dip, okay?
Well, we still have our amateur bracket that we're still covering as well. Currently, that fourth place match is underway, so they should be on progress to get that final up by the time this one finishes, give or take here.
Great darts from BMAC. That was a weird team name that ended up coming up with, huh?
Yeah.
That was not what we wrote.
That is not what we wrote, but that's what we're getting, it looks like.
It's like a humble jumble just mess. Are we even in there? No, I'm just kidding. There's 2 stages in there.
Should be somewhere in this. Trying to find that to make sure they don't accidentally try to start our match without us here. Sorry about the slight distraction from the Dirachi.
It's actually my fault, too. I'm staring at your distraction. Ryan does take out the 16s in complete control of leg number 3.
Going back to it over here. Can-Am is going to get the match point advantage in this first set, it seems. 3-15s and then on to the Bulls.
That'll do. That won't hurt a thing.
Yeah, Doug's just going to go ahead and try to pound away on any 15s remaining. Blocked himself on the first. Went for the cover shot on the 20 just for funsies because he knows that this leg is just about done and that they're just going to have to try to take advantage of their throw in the next one. And so far, the power of holding throw is showing true here.
Yeah, I mean, dominant legs being held with the throw. You know?
If you don't know, now we definitely know, bro.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And VMAC
That's not bad.
Just in case Barlow doesn't hit 2 bulls, does leave the outside at 5 bull shot. But Barlow's going to hit 2 bulls and 2 darts. 1 dart. Let's get it.
Does get it.
Almost got in trouble with the commentator's
Yeah,
curse
you
there.
did. You're not wrong there.
Well, here we go. It's about Dougie Bain trying to take advantage of the start of his throw, and the leg where last time won was where Barlow only found a 2 mark going second. So that's another factor here. Is it's about Doug starting strong and Jason answering just as strong, if not stronger.
It's a 5er from the man with no name.
And a 6 mark, I said the same or better. That's in fact better, statistically speaking.
You're not wrong.
Now BMAC is going to take advantage of this opportunity. You would think. Definitely a little off the margins there. It goes wide. Bare minimum was just to get the 3-point lead. Ryan should have an opportunity to shoot these 20s at some point in this throw. He starts there. I love that. Confident dart. Got the necessary dart. This one's going to be a trip. Almost a trip. Trying to fly too close to the sun. I'm getting too confident.
Been there, done that.
Now, Dougie. Teach him how to Dougie.
Boom goes the dynamite for Dougie Bain. Needed it.
And Barlow looking to play for the 7 now. Just a 2 mark there. So now this is your opportunity for last time to go on the runaway here.
All right, BMAC does get that point lead back. Ryan trying. Steps over that way to open it up. Goes to the 16s instead. I like that move.
Yeah, it's going to be a good shot there to keep Can-Am in the running in this leg, but Doug can really shut the door on this visit here. Want the point, he's going to take the swing. Finds the 16, so he's staying to that 15 now. And doesn't collect, with leaving a shot here for Jason Barlow. Trip 15, single 17, and then over to the trip 18.
Yep.
This is doable.
Very much so.
A little less so now.
Definitely less so. But a 7 will do.
It's up to Ryan, or excuse me, it's up to BMAC to make sure Ryan doesn't have the same opportunity. And it's going to be a little bit of a tougher ask with the point differential now. Oh, he goes for it with just the 2-point lead. I don't know if I like this here. Ryan with an opportunity. You don't want Can-Am to just win this set 3-1 out of nowhere.
No, 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 you don't.
You started the 18 there. Now back to the 15s. Big old single.
That'll do.
I would have probably preferred to just start with your 15 number there. He almost kind of forced that second dart to be a big single because he knew he needed at least one.
200%.
Ups to 15 here.
Doug doing Doug things.
Doug gonna do what Doug gonna do. Have no name and play this game.
With no shame.
And nothing to blame.
Barlow looking. Potentially teed up. Unable to do that. It went round the outside on dart 3.
Would have left 4-3 on the Bulls. BMAC here can start bull first. If it collects on the first, you stay. If not, you can bail to the 18s.
Un más, por favor. Let's go to last leg decider. If last time wins, that's the match. If Can-Am wins, we're going to the double dip.
Yeah, this is going to be a big moment here and a big diddle.
Indubitably.
That's a fun word. But that's also a good dart.
Indubitably.
Yeah, Doug was not able to take advantage of it there.
All right. Can-Am getting the start, which has been important in this match so far. It's been hold, 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 hold. Are we going for 2 scoops of ice cream?
They would like to. And of course, I mean, Barlow just watched Maria get her big win. He wants to get one himself.
Is Doug playing with $1 hanging out of his pocket?
That would be the least surprising thing Doug's done today.
He is throwing with $1 hanging out of his pocket. He's just waiting
Dollar
for me
shot caller.
I know it's my dollar. He's just tantalizing me with it. Only Doug would troll somebody in a last league decider of a finals.
That
with
seems like
something very subtle.
Very Doug behavior.
It is very Dougie.
Now BMAC. Not able to close those 18s. If this is a big shot that I expect Jason Barlow to hit, this will be completely in their favor to go ahead and take the set. Pretty big. Oh, I was picturing a little bit more sauce, but that's still a lot of sauce on that one.
That's a whole heap of sauce.
The sauce boss himself there.
Needs them all. Gets them all. Still not enough. But it's a start.
Keeps it within range of a possibility, but you're now hoping for an error from Can-Am. Can-Am does not seem keen to give one.
No, no, they don't. Great darts from Ryan. This is going to the double dip.
Alex, like anywhere else to watch the live stream super laggy? Yeah, Facebook has been having some issues with their server just staying up consistently. We are also live on YouTube over at BullShooter Sports Network and also USA Darts on YouTube as well. Please feel free to check out any of those platforms as we're going to be strapping in. This is going the full distance here. Another match.
Chesney McConnell in there saying, "Let's go, Dad." Love to see that. Let's go the distance.
Which one's your dad?
I'm going to guess Brian.
Makes sense. Warming up for the diddle.
Yeah, because that's what you need to do. Is you son of a.
You said five darts? 5 minutes?
So 5 minutes?
Better not be 5 minutes. We got another bracket running, Doug.
5 minutes.
And he gone.
He gone.
He gone.
Oh, Dougie, Doug. And if he gets murdered by speakers, well, then we're out of luck.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look here at our other match going on. Board number 1, which is outside of our purview, unfortunately. Fast and the Furious taking on Mike Hughes Trucking. Not sponsored.
And then another American.
Yeah, up to 1-0. And then, yeah, American in the third place match, waiting for the winner of that for the open doubles bracket. So we will probably get the finals. It also depends if that finals is ready and this one's still going on. Just because the next event started, there's a chance we might not be able to as well. Or they'll put it on the secondary stream board and start partway in.
So who's throwing on the secondary stream board right now?
Nobody.
Oh, those guys are outside the stream board. I'm just silly.
You're a silly little goose.
Silly goose.
That's all right.
I apologize.
Well,
Not really.
Let me go in here in just a minute. Get things going here.
About 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. You did say 5. And an interesting dichotomy so far, especially because it did go the full range of emotions in that first final. And Mike Hughes Trucking, by the way, did just 2-0 Fast and Furious. Third place match is now underway. It's going to be hard, right? I mean, Doug has still shown probably the most consistent top here, but Ryan is that X factor right now. Ryan throwing in those 6s in multiple games now, and BMAC on the other hand, well below where we saw him in that seat match. I don't know if it's a little bit of the fatigue getting to him. And last night, BMAC was incredible on the dartboard. Earlier today, he was incredible, and he has that ability still within himself. It's up to him to be able to figure out how to channel that energy and execute it with tenacity on the dartboard here. As you can see, Dougie Bain walking right back up. They're going to go ahead and get things going here pretty quickly. They're just going to probably take a quick 3 darts here. And then we should be back into the match. Dad, a.k.a. Big Mac, or B-Mac. Sorry, we were talking about Big Macs earlier. Big Mac Patty Wag, give that dog its bone back. It's B-Mac here, folks. The advantage is slipped, though. Jason Barlow's done a good job of matching whatever Doug's doing for the most part. And then Ryan Blakely on the other side, absolutely exceeding expectations of what his role is. And we already knew that all these guys are good shots for the record. But just what Ryan's doing right now is certainly exceptional. Isn't he saying, literally couldn't go because I'm hunting. I'm his son, in reference to Brian McConnell, B-Mac. Well, it's at least a pleasure to have you tuned in here, and don't have the volume too high. We don't want to scare off any critters. Alrighty, guys. You only just played a whole best of 5. I wonder what these warm-up darts are changing here. Like to give them a hard time. Of course, they just want to make sure they're playing their best because they want to get this big win in the final here to get some extra money in the pocket, some extra hardware. We all like the ones that say 1 instead of 2 more anyways. I mean, come on. Who wants the first loser black? I say, as I would happily take one, as I have not gotten a BullShooter black. See a lot of you guys going in there saying, let's go BMAC. We got the whole BMAC crew up in here. Appreciate each and every one of you guys hanging out with us. It looks like they're now confirming that they're ready to go here. Here we go. Doug Bain looks like did get 2 holes in on the bull here. Definitely beatable, but a solid diddle. And is absolutely crushed there by Barlow. So we are going in to this matchup here, and what should be an absolutely phenomenal one. Jason Barlow to get things going. Leg number 1 of our final here.
Thanks, man. It's good to be here.
It's a pleasure, Sean Green.
Nice 7 there from Dougie. This is the double dip. I know you've already set that all up and everything, but just reminding people right this second for no reason.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Big Mac, no cheese. I see that from Ian. You get that one.
Thank you. Well, so far, it's a little bit of a closer affair than preferred, and B-Mac is that X factor we've been talking about, man. It's not the same B-Mac we saw in the C match or the finals yesterday, and the Ryan we're seeing right now is the sharpest one.
And that's a great Barlow. Boom goes the dynamite. Dougie's going to have to pick it up. Only 6.
We say only a 6 just given the scenario here. He has to, what Dougie is doing right now is just going to try to continue to light up the board, but also every time he hits one of those big 9s and 7 marks there, we get some peace signs in the background towards the camera there.
Love it.
Is the fact he's buying Brian time. Once Brian figures out what's going on, I mean, we saw it for a leg at a time, but he was doing it matches on matches at a time. The moment he snaps back into it, the duo is tough. It's real tough.
Yeah, we're just not seeing it out of him right now. And it's not far off at all, and that's the annoying part, right? It's wired.
But that's also, again, why you have to kind of #trust the process here and hope it just gets back to where it needs to go. Barlow not moving to 18s on the second dart. It's a bit questionable there. Could have just gone for the 2 marks to close. We'll see how much that ends up costing. Does leave an opportunity for a 9 mark that wouldn't have been there otherwise. Oh, boy.
Oh, he pulled it. You can see the whole flight of that dart there.
Yeah, it was a well-thrown dart. Just got a little bit to the side. Like you said, you kind of pulled it over. Ryan slowing down a little bit here. He was absolutely untouchable in that last match.
Yeah, really impressive. That'll do. 6 mark gets that point lead. BMAC. That's more like it from him.
Barlow just trying to get a new number opened up. Doesn't do so. And now Dougie can really get crazy with this. I want him to start 17s here. I want him to start it. Now, I also want him to stay after he closes, though. Or go back to 18s, either or.
Ooh, now it's tougher. Ooh, those light up shoes in the background.
Oh, that's sick. Oh, no, and that's sickening.
Yeah, and he knows it. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Now Ryan going to see if he can do some recovery work here. These 17s are cursed, it seems. Going up to the 18s and finds just a single there. Another 3 mark as he shakes his head in despair.
I think I accidentally shook my head too, just because I felt it, you know. All these greedy dart too, but it pays off. They go with the trip 15 before the point lead. Even Doug goes, all right.
All right, here we go.
Not enough. 4 is just not enough.
Because now Doug has a great opportunity here to just go ahead and hit this 4 mark. Anything else is extra credit. How about a 5?
Going to 5.2 in this leg. And Blakeney, 3.0 is just not at all his pace that it's been at so far this evening.
By far the lowest game we've seen out of him yet. And it's game number 1 of a race to 3. There's time to still course correct.
BMAC takes it out. 1-0 lead now for last time. Team name is because it's the last time they'll be able to play together.
That is true. I actually got a message during this match. I just glanced over my phone and someone said, "Finally glad I'm done losing to BMAC in the amateur brackets." But sometimes it's a curse, man. I mean, you see these talented players that sometimes have trouble getting out of those ranges. I mean, Mark McFadden's been having his struggles of the 4th place run-ins. Patrick McLeavy from Florida is one of those guys. I think he's had 3 or 4 4th places in a row now, which is just an incredible curse to have.
Well, the good news, Mark McFadden is in the 3rd place match of the men's doubles.
Is that true?
Yep.
Oh, well then there you go. He did it.
He did it.
Yay! Welcome to the pro list.
Woohoo! Him and Tyler Reddy.
And remember, folks, if you are an amateur that makes the pro list, remember, that goes into effect after Chicago. Go play Chicago. It's your last time to get a chance to play it as an AM. That's the strategy.
I'll keep that in mind when we win tonight.
Only 1st place goes pro in trips.
Exactly. I said win tonight.
Do you understand that because our team name is Maloney Dersh Windsor does not mean we're in fact Maloney or Dersh?
Nope. I did not understand that.
Okay.
That's exactly how I'm going to throw tonight.
Fair. Your hat's still forward, though.
Oh, not when we get live.
Welcome back, BMAC. Finding a 7 mark there and hitting an aggressive close on the 20.
I can tell you everyone's excited to see him except for Jason Barlow and Ryan Blakeney.
I have to agree with you there.
They were hoping for this newer version of BMAC that was not nearly as good at darts in the past couple legs.
Well, we're seeing an exchange of 7s there, and the 7 mark answers. Doug's going to try to do the same strategy. 4 17s for shot the 18. There's 3.
There's
overachiever.
6. There's 9. Boom goes the dynamite.
Ops to stay, and I don't mind it at all. 97-point difference here.
There's
93-point difference here.
One doggy babe. He knew as soon as he released that second dart that it wasn't going to go in.
It's still a great correction on the last. That's hard to do when you know that you just did something wrong like that and you're trying not to overthink it.
Huge with a capital Y.
Huge. Oh, and last time's catching some heat now. He loves
And
those
Fuego.
swings. Another 7 mark.
This is the BMAC that we saw last night that we've seen today. Doug still has that dollar hanging out of his pocket.
It almost felt like that scene from Space Jam where they're transferring the energy and the ability over the basketball between Ryan and BMAC, as one is inflated and the other one has deflated just a little bit.
Let's see.
That was a Space Jam reference for all you guys in chat.
Great. Do a little slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Now everybody clap your hands.
Aaron Quinn saying, "Hey, it's Dougie. Hi, Sean. Hi, Nick."
Hey, Aaron.
Ryan, of course, I said that they kind of stole each other's power. Never mind. They're just both going to have some heat. 6-6, 6-3-3, 7-0. This is an incredible standard in this matchup.
I want to know who the pro and who the AMs are in this one, because the 6-3-3, 6.0, 6-3-3, 6.0.
Yeah. Pretty hard to tell.
Insanity. And insanity.
I need the threshold to cross the finish line in the Pro-Am is something else.
We need that threshold to cross the trips finish line to be a little bit less.
Correct. Well, on the bright side, if you throw a 6 and 0-1, you're not going to get very far, and we can at least do that.
Don't put that type of negativity on me. I know I can. I
If
might
you started-
not.
If you started averaging a 6 point per dart, I would start making you go left side of the board.
No.
I want you to know that.
And I would never listen to you making me do anything.
I would make you. Oh, what a shot that could have been. Needed at least another trip on that dart.
And that was a horrible flight.
Well thrown dart.
So here we go. Double. Burn. Went round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
That's a huge let off. Barlow now with a big moment. 2-16s gets the point lead for a shot to 17 here. Needs at least one more. Gets the bare minimum over to the 17s. Doesn't go. Not capitalizing. Dougie Bain, you can see kind of pumping himself up a little bit there.
Ian Shaw says, "Oh, hey, Erica Bohm. Actually, Erica is here. Erica Bame, sorry. Good to see Erica. Ooh, that's fun.
I know. What is that? That's so cool. Good shot there from Doug. Doing it exactly a textbook there. Trip 17 for 2-16s.
And then the driver's seat of leg number 2 is last time.
And just puts a little bit of pressure on this. It's 3-3 on the Bulls now. BMAC needs to just continue to stay consistent like he has been in this leg.
That'll work. There we go. BMAC did show back up. A 2-0 lead now for last time.
Yeah, now they're in a favorable position. They just need to make sure that they stay steady to try to cross this finish line. Currently, the third place match of the amateur doubles is 1-0. Mike Hughes trucking over American.
Nice 7 there from Dougie. That's better than a 6.
Statistically speaking, that's true every time.
But it's the same as a 7. And that's exactly what Barlow got.
Yeah, exactly, with the signal on the 19 there.
Whoop, whoop.
Little juggle there. Going to try to recollect here.
Go back up. Yep. Not the round he was looking for, that's for sure.
Now BMAC with an opportunity to take a shot at the 20s here. He's going to get at least one dart at it. He's going to take this dart at it.
He's going to hit triple 1 instead.
He loves going for those 7 mark switches.
Greg Harrison in the chat saying, I wonder how many South Carolina throwers are there at New York. We actually talked about this earlier. You mentioned it. That's a lot. That's a big 8 mark.
Yeah, and now it pushes Doug and the team of last time over to the 18s here, trying to see if they can get their foothold back, looking to find at least 6. Closes the distance down within 1. Needed 7 to regain the point lead, but right within striking distance. Ryan, what do you got for us here? He's been a little bit more inconsistent as this finals progressed. I wonder if it's a little bit of the finish line pressure.
Yeah, it's tightened up a little bit here.
BMAC, trip 18 ties the score, so really 4 18s for the 20. A little bit more awkward now. I don't mind the switch. He didn't like the position of that 18.
Nope. It was covering it. And so he decided to take the shot at the close, and I'm okay with that. Erica's just watching from the hot tub.
Good place to watch.
First time getting to meet Doug's kiddos, too.
You?
Yeah,
Nice.
they're here
Oh, nice.
with Erica. She just got in.
Trying to get a foothold on these 17s. That's an awkward dart, and you can see just no collection here. Just a 3 mark. That felt like a miss.
Yeah, I mean, essentially it is for Doug. A 3 is a bad round for him.
And Ryan just going to take advantage of doing a little bit of a safer tee up on the first start there. Can stay down there.
The problem with Can-Am is that last time we'll go first in leg number 4 if they take out leg number 3.
And with a 196-point difference, you have to imagine they are going to take out leg number 3, and it's going to go 2-1.
Well, you know what they say about assumptions.
It makes an assumption out of you and me.
Something like that. I was going to say a donkey.
Ee-aw, ee-aw.
Oh, look at this. Barlow, a big 7. And leaves 420. Heyo.
The funny number.
Only a 2 for Dougie. So Ryan to kind of submit this leg. Can win it right here, actually. Not anymore. Barlow will come back with 2 bowls needed.
Yeah, pretty much set in place, and a good correction on this final overall. Sorry, I'm getting choked up at the idea of this match ending. 10 combined for
okay.
the other team. I know, I'm sorry. I just really love the darts. Hashtag love the darts, folks. Barlow for the 2 bulls here.
There it is. 2-1 lead now for last time, but they will go first here in leg number 4.
It's all about taking advantage of your throw, just getting an early jump on them and trying to knock Can-Am off the rocker.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is a very troubling.
Oh, that's a good save. The 4 was the bare minimum there.
Yeah, you just want to try to prevent Barlow getting a shot. If he hits 419s, I want him to look. That's a good stacking dart there.
Saying.
Which is fine.
Yep. For sure.
Nothing wrong there. And BMAC just going to try to take advantage of those 20s and does find a 6 mark there. Good supporting shot.
Big darts for Mac. Oh, Ryan drags it over. When the opportunity knocks, Doug tends to answer.
Let's see, though. He still has to actually hit the shots. He wants to hit it here, though. Tried to move to the 18s there. And then back to the 20s. Hits a 6 mark.
High ground.
Dart. It's 146 point difference here. Sorry. And watch the dart arm, Sean.
We touched bows.
And Barley kind of closing that more out of frustration than anything else in this moment with the 108 point difference here. It's a significant enough point difference where you can go right this close on the 19. So that would mean a 9 mark would have to get hit on the 18.
Great darts there from B-Mac.
Ryan going to fish for this 9 to try to tie up the ball game. Anything less than a 9 does not get you the advantage back.
He's not going to like anything about that dart.
I don't. He gets underneath it, and I mean, it's a well. That's a well thrown correction on the second dart. Third one, little undershot there.
You can still see he threw basically perfect there and didn't get a shot. Dougie trying to be a little greedy there. Pays off.
Yeah, big 7 mark find there, and this is pretty much set to go in the direction of Doug and Ryan here, or Doug and BMAC, excuse me. BMAC to solidify this opportunity. Give him props, as that first set he was very shaky, has not shown in the second set at all.
Not at all.
Not in the slightest.
So it's a different dart player, to be quite honest with you. Same guy, different level. And now Doug Bain will be 1 bull away from the title here in Pro-Am doubles cricket. And it will be a heck of a performance from Jason Barlow and Ryan Blakeney. But here we go.
Bullseye for Doug Bain.
He walked it. What a jerk. He shook the hand. Is he going to go lefty? Okay, cool. I hope he misses this last one.
Of course he doesn't miss it. Come on.
No one should not be punished for that. Doug Bain. Ryan McConnell, your champions.
Yeah, good stuff there. And BMAC really showing some resilience onto the dartboard. And I do believe, it looks like that third place match might be going. We're going to confirm and see what the team wants to do, and see if we can get that non-pro doubles finals out to our board for the men's doubles cricket. We're going to see with our team and if that's possible or not, and if they have gotten going. We'll be back in just a moment here to confirm on that. It's finals time one more time today for our bonus coverage here in Niagara Falls, New York. My name's Nick Teixeira, joined by Sean Green, and this should be a phenomenal finish off to our great day of coverage. Been going for over 7 hours of coverage today. We did have a little internet break where it broke up for about 20 whole minutes, guys. But otherwise, we've been going pretty much non-stop. We got DFD taking on Mike Hughes Trucking in this one, and this should be a great matchup. I'm looking forward to seeing every bit of it on the dartboard here. Seth Smith to get things started with just a 3 mark. Jason Seeger up to the line here. I'm excited to see what our amateurs have in store for us. These guys are all not amateurs anymore, though. They have made the pro list by making it to this very final. Deflect on the second dart, saying, come on. And then just the 2 mark on that one. Now Sprout with an opportunity. Contest the 19s. There's an X on them. They're wide open. If your first dart doesn't hit single, you bail out, but you try to contest this number here. Finds the trip, can move along or add points. Now it adds some points. And then he does so. Beautiful 7 mark from Sprat there for DFD. Now Greg gonna have to get a number of their own. Testing the 17. And just the 4 mark on the turn there. For a non-pro, the standard is going to be everyone should be at a 4 or higher. That's going to be what you're looking for here in this, because these guys are all people that have been fired up throughout the whole day. They've been having some deep runs, and they want to just continue to make sure they keep up the momentum here by getting consistent triples every single turn. Seth Smith there finding a 5 mark. DFD is your seat holders in this matchup here, and so far showing why. Playing real strong. Combined 11 for their team.
That's a pretty local final, too.
Tell me about them.
Yeah, so obviously Seth Smith I know from Batavia. Same thing with his opponent, Jason, also is a Batavia
Jason
player.
Seeger.
Yep. So that's where I've seen all these guys before, which tells me that they have to be from around here a little bit.
Yeah, makes sense. So far, it's been pretty steady gameplay from DFD.
A little bit of gravity he's fighting there.
You know, that pesky gravity. And it's all because the Mike team, the Mike Hughes Trucking team, there we go. I knew it was a mouthful. Did only open up with a 2 mark in the 19s, and it was punished. So what we're seeing right now is just the classic control of the bottom of the board.
Classic.
I do also want to acknowledge Erica Bain, keeping true to her word, as I went up to the room real quick between the Pro-Am finals and this finals, and she was in the elevator. She's like, hey, it's nice to meet you. And she was with the kids, and they just got out of the hot tub.
Yep.
And I said, nice to meet you as well.
Yeah, when I saw her, she was on the way to the pool, so I knew that was a real story that she was telling there.
Jason Seeger trying to get the point lead back. Will do so, and then some, potentially.
Yeah, another great player.
9-7. So Sprat here with an opportunity, though. With the 3 numbers, you just got to play smart.
Greg asking in the chat, a great question. What's your food choice when in New York? Pizza Hut? Or pizza, hot dogs, cheesesteak. It's obviously pizza, and it's every day, all day.
Yeah, it's pizza in New York. That's what you're supposed to do there. I mean, I like hot dogs, but Chicago does it better.
And I know that right now the Chicago people are going to complain that we're saying, but pizza they do worse, and they do pizza worse. It's different.
Well, they do pizza is
very different.
If it wasn't called pizza, no one would have a problem with it.
It's fair. Touche.
It's a calzone lasagna.
That's fair. I can't say anything against that.
I'm a reasonable gentleman. Single 19, single 20.
That's not a reasonable shot ever. There's not a dart player in this world that would agree with you.
Seth Smith just going to try to get this leg number 1 underway.
Yeah, Seth, another one of those players that just consistently in finals in Batavia. And they're not easy brackets. There's a lot of players here that are also there.
Well, clearly from the talent of the field of which we've seen so far, but DFD one game away from getting the win here. You're going to be under some pressure if you're huge trucking. You got to just stay calm and focused.
Jason's going to have to throw some filthy darts here. I like to whisper too.
I don't.
Nice 7 mark there from Jason. Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
Good 7 marks are for Seeger. Seth Smith now on an opportunity.
See, I knew a Chicagoan was going to get in there.
Oh, look at this. A bad transfer on the dart. Trying to regroup.
It don't bother him at all. Boom goes the dynamite.
It's so hard to do. When you try to transfer that dart, it slips out of your hand just a little bit. It's hard to recollect, and that was an impressive refocus right there.
Be honest. In person, that sounded good, though.
I'm honest every time. Oh, LJ? LJ's not honest.
He nodded. So I'm going to guess he was honest there.
Or it's because you're bigger and stronger than him.
I don't know about stronger.
That's
I haven't
true.
worked out in a very long time.
He does work out.
Like, there's a fitness center over there, and I think it's cute, you know?
Well, Spratt only needs a single to get the point lead back. That was a huge opening there from Greg. Gets the point lead back. Taking 1 dart upstairs. This would be huge. Oh, just a 7, but it's a beautiful one at that.
Eric, another player. Eric and Seth also play together in Batavia. We keep going on and on about this. You want me to?
I like it.
Knox Amusements, Western New York Shootout. Same weekend as Las Vegas Open. Double or triple 19. Stays up on the 20s. I like that move even better because of the high ground.
Yeah, wants to defend those 20s. Make sure that they don't get capitalized. Good strategy, just like a proper Ohio State Buckeye should.
Linda Spratley in the chat saying, let's go Sprats. Mom and kids are cheering them on. Come on, let's go. I love it. Seth unable to close the 20s. See what Greg can do. This is the finals of the men's doubles cricket. This is our last match of commentary.
Oh, he fully walked off the line there. Wasn't sure what he wanted to do and really
20s.
Frustrated with the position of those darts, I guess. There's plenty of room in that 20.
Yeah, and it's almost dragged it down. I guess we can't see from his perspective, but he's kind of a tall person too. But he's looking down. Okay.
All right, collects on the close there, but the reason I don't like that is because you're asking Spratt, can you hit a 4 mark on one of the other numbers? Because he's going to close that 20 here no matter what. Not a 4 mark, so looks like it was the right choice, and definitely the right choice. Now as Mike Hughes Trucking can just go ahead and grab a number, add a couple points, and move along.
Stick and move, baby. Stick and move.
All you got to keep is strong. Move along like I know you will. All-American Rejects.
I'm rejecting that commentary line that you just gave.
I've had worse today.
You're not wrong.
What
Big
a
7.
That's a very interesting time to do the switch because if you don't go, you're in a lot of trouble, and it does go, so that's a huge shot. That's how darts is. It's so fickle, right? We could say, oh, yeah, it's not the right shot, but if you hit it in darts, it typically just becomes the right shot.
Seth Smith with a big round. Boom goes the dynamite. His second one of those.
It was so good, Don Stewart tried to tackle him to see if he was on performance-enhancing drugs.
No, I think Don had left his dart up there and was waiting for Seth to shoot before he went to go grab it, and then by the time Seth ran up to the board, Don couldn't make it in time.
Now Greg just going to attack these 17s here.
Look at this.
This is what an answer this will be.
It almost looked like he made the decision very last second to shoot at the 16s.
Yeah, it kind of flicked his dart over there almost.
4, 3, 3, a 4, a 7, and a 7. This is the open doubles. So, not the pro-am. These are the AMs that didn't get a pro.
That is true. Admittedly, though, because the pro-am event is harder to go pro in, if you're an AM that's aspiring to be on the pro list, you would play the AM doubles.
For sure.
You play pro-am because you get cool opportunity to play with a pro. But ooh,
Those are closed.
ooh.
But he does close them again. It was a good trip 19, if we're being honest.
It was too good. And that's
Saves
a
it.
good recovery dart. You kind of need that one, but does leave Seth Smith an opportunity. Just hit a 9 on his last visit. Needs a 9 here.
And Seeker prides himself on being a smart dart player, too. So for him to do that, he's really going to... He's not annoyed anymore.
I think they're laughing
making
at
fun
the
of
fact
it.
that it happens.
And it's his opponent that's making fun of him, too. That's the best part. Because they're all friends.
I love that grab at the 15 there. Very smart play from Seth Smith.
Color, you impressed on Seth?
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Bada bing.
Bada boom goes to dynamite.
And Greg just going to try to recover that point lead. Does do so, but can't close both the numbers. And the whole point of that other shot there was to guarantee that there would be opportunities in the future. Spratt is going to have to make sure that he leaves his partner with one. Try to bury one of these numbers down. Over to 15s for the cover. I don't like it.
Well, he doesn't like the way that it ended.
34-point difference. 2 16s and a trip 15 to make this 1-1.
Most likely.
There's the 16s over to the 15s.
Bullseye. No, he goes to the points, and I like that too.
8 mark there. Beautiful. 6.6 average. Seth Smith throwing a 7-0 right now and is on the outside looking in this leg.
Shakes his head into 3 bowls there. Appreciate you guys joining us here. Sean Green, Nick Durachi Teixeira, live in Niagara Falls. The 4th stop on the BullShooter World Tour for the 39th annual.
That's the tour. Well, a little bit of a mistake there from Greg.
I would say a big mistake from Greg.
It's only big if Spratt gets the point lead or closes both numbers, and I prefer to go for the point lead in this scenario. Now it's harder. Now this is the argument for the close. Getting under that dart's going to be hard for the double. You need 4 bowls. 2 helps, but more than likely, even if Jason doesn't win this lay here, he can make sure that there's a no game shot available again.
Yep. And this is something that you don't want to play around with if you're Jason, so you might...
Needs to stay true.
He does. That's a big dart. Risky dart.
I agree with what you're saying. The hardest part and where you see a lot of legs losses, you go bowl, you need a hat trick for the win. It misses, and you left a game shot because you didn't have an opportunity to go add on more points.
Yep. All right. Diddle for the start and last leg decider. It's not going to be ideal for Seth.
Not exactly. It's not a bad diddle. I mean, you got the bull, but it leaves room to grow.
Is that on?
I think that's
around the outside, or is it?
Yeah, you got
him by one.
So here we go. Mike Hughes Strucky taking advantage by winning the diddle here and effectively taking the lead. DFD, if they want to get this done here, we're going to have to play from behind. John, who do you got in this?
I'm going to pick Seth and his partner.
Why?
Flip of the coin. I don't know, man. It's a random guess. They're all very even teams.
I love the matter of factness there in that one.
The fact I'm still alive right now. Boom goes the dynamite there for Jason Seeger.
I'm going to lean towards Mike Hughes Trucking as a...
Yeah, no Sherlock.
I don't know why my opinion suddenly changed.
You didn't have an opinion until that first round.
I always have an opinion. That's like literally my specialty.
Literally. Nice 7 mark there from Seth. Does get that point lead back. Sorry for doing the literally thing.
Literally. Tour.
Archive. For M Nations.
Oh, we miss Will. Well, Spratt here going to have to just focus on betting those 18s here and trying to afford a different opportunity later on.
See what Spratt can do.
And work up from that dart. Does do so. Another one of those. Good 6 mark.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I don't believe it. Here's Jason. 18s. Nonsense. Staying there. Boom goes the dynamite again. He's still on a 9.
Beautiful back-to-back 9 marks. This is our amateur bracket? Is that what this is called?
This is our amateur bracket.
I think it's called the soon-to-be pro bracket, as these guys all are.
For these guys, yeah. Good call.
Thank you. Another 7 mark there. Perfect 7-0, perfect 9-0.
It's all right. We're going to be real fresh when we win those first 2 matches real quick. So a race to 2 or race to 3?
Race to 2.
All right, that's good. I mean, not for us, but it is for timing.
Bare minimum on the turn. Went outside on the double and then just hit single. Well, effectively single. That's our was a double as well. But Brett with a slight opportunity here to start chipping away. Needs to find at least a solid turn on the 17s. One more found. Good shot. Good there.
Darts. Needed it.
54-point difference, though, means that statistically speaking, Jason's going to go ahead and close the 17s, 19s, and 16s.
Statistically speaking, yes. That would kind of be a silly way to go about it, though, when you're down 54 points.
Why would it be silly to go for 57 when you're down 54?
I didn't hear what you said. Let me surprised. All right, Seth Smith, sorry.
You missed
Bicknell, Indiana, I'm telling you.
Incredible. Seth Smith here goes high, and that's an awkward dart. You can see the immediate pause.
Yep, and that's why.
He says, frick.
No, I think he said, just kidding.
It does find the trip on the
I like trying to make
dart.
you panic last second, you know. Christian in the chat. Christian's our friend from, I believe, Denmark. Is that correct?
Denmark?
17s? Just kidding. Sprat attack. Hit a lot of 17s last time. I'm going to have to do the same thing here. That's right.
Another trip to get the point lead. Has to stay. And floats that last dart here. Mikey, who's trucking, was in a great position now all of a sudden. He's been fighting hard for it. I shouldn't be surprised. The combined 11.33 right now compared to the other team's measly combined 11. Gets the close. And push off on the points. This is set to pretty much go the distance here.
It's a double dip.
Double dip, I dip, you dip, we dip.
Sorry, everybody. That's mixed trips. On the very bottom of the bracket. We're just trying to give ourselves any advantage that we can by making you guys wait as long as possible. You guys already warmed up. Now you're not warm anymore. It's perfect. We're just back here having the time of our lives.
Greg going over, trying to close the corner pockets here. Pads up a little bit more points. Over to the 16. It's hanging a little bit there. And that's why he moves to double. You can see he has really long darts and some. They might be heavy too, just by the way they're sagging. It's not even like a worn out tip vibe. It's more of like those are just some heavy back end.
I think it's more of a crooked tip vibe. There's a long, so it's also heavy. Yes, and I also believe that it's has to do with just the length of it. Did I get it right that time? What's up, Dagger Dan? Detroit. Dagger Dan Taylor. There goes the 16s.
And you can take the shot immediately at the 15s. There's no real danger, even if a 9 mark was hit. He agreed, but only found a single. Seth Smith just going to continue to try to pound away. Hope for an opportunity. Does find a 7 mark there. 5.8. He has been throwing incredible throughout the entirety of this match.
Yes, he has. Two darts. Going at 2 fats. And that is how you do it.
This is how you do it.
All right. Sprat has what we like to call options.
And the option is if you don't hit a double ball in their first dart, don't go anywhere else.
He did not listen to you.
Well, he did try to listen to me. The dart argued and went away to the 19. Yeah, stinking little guy.
What a jerk. Well, good news. We have Val on our side of the bracket. Great. For the double dip. Of course, we're going to the dip.
Absolutely.
If they dip,
to go the distance.
we dip. We all dip.
That's it. So we're going to get right into it here. In this matchup, going to be another best of 3 all cricket to get things going here. We're going to waste no time starting this match. No potty break like Doug Bain.
Yeah, we're not famous like Doug Bain here. We don't need to take a potty break. Let's keep rolling, 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 rolling. What?
Doing the flip right here. Here we go, folks. Let's see it. It is the amateur bracket, so it should be flip and go. Diddle for game 3. That's Smith to go ahead and get things going here. Or DFD.
A little explosion there on the
I like it.
fist bump. I like it. Baby, I like it.
Just a 4 there, and did not like that dart at all, as he had some expletives to say.
I think he was trying to find a fork.
Oh, there you go. Maybe try to fork it in there. The fork and dart got away from him.
Fork you.
Reminds me of a good place. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah. It's a good one.
So mark there from Jason Seeger, taking advantage of the lax start from Seth.
Right, looking down. Ooh, good 5, but wanted 7. Obviously. Big darts there from Seth. But the person that's impressed me the most here is Jason. I mean, Seth's been great, don't get me wrong. But Jason has been that player that has followed Seth the majority of the time and been able to not just stay with him, but be a power player.
Yeah, as pretty much other than that one mistaken 19 shot that we saw in the first set, has really just been playing with absolute tenacity.
Mm-hmm. Christian asked a great question. Why is it the 2 teams that are playing again? So it is a double elimination style tournament. DFD, who just lost that last match, was the king seat, meaning they had not lost a match. Mike Hughes Trucking had lost a match to get back to the king seat, or get back to the finals. So now it's just dead even. They play 1 race to 2 for all of the marbles. Because they both have 1 loss now.
Well said there, Sean. Is
Thank you.
now you see Seth with opportunity. 2 19s on the close here. Let's start the 18s, though, more than likely. No, more than likely the 19s.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's an opening right there.
And that's why you thought more than likely it would start on the 18s.
You want to play a little bit safer. You get at least a single on that first dart. Add another dart that your opponent has to hit, because now your opponent can hit a 7 mark instead of having to hit a 9 or an effective 9. It's an 8.
And it's Jason who is averaging a 7 right now. He's staying. He liked it.
I get it. You already found the first 2 in there. Try to stack another one in. In the same vein, the momentum breaker of going for that double there is huge.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. You know.
And plus, now it's a 6 mark needed, right? Trip to get ahead, and then you can get a shot at 17s if you want it. There's the shot. Good shot. I like that there. 11-point difference, but he did not like that first dart and only wanted to shoot up at the 18 after taking a swing there.
And it's always a great shot when you hit it. Was it risky? Yes. Did he hit it? Yes. It's a risky way to go about that. Only an 11-point lead. And it's Seth. This could be a very big round.
He wants it to be. He's starting to cool off a little bit, though. Needs at least a single. Does get that. Now leaving a 7 mark for Jason. And he's been keen to hit
Clutch.
some 7 marks right now.
He has been clutch.
And really, it's a 6 mark, but you know what we mean, folks. Trip 15, single 15.
How about trip?
Trip 15, single 15. Over to the 16s. Doesn't go.
Six 3-3 for Spratt, and this leg has definitely come alive. Staying? Yeah, he is. Big sixer.
Good stay there. 76-point difference means that you're forcing your opponent to hit an 8 mark here. Or 7 mark. Oh, my goodness.
Ready to start carrying us? Good. All right. Only a single on dart 3. It's wide open for a 1-0 score line in favor of Seth and Spratt. He threw that second dart real quick.
Yeah.
Finds it still. That's a huge dart.
That's still a huge collection there.
It's a huge collection there.
Huge collection there.
Here's Jason.
Yeah, 6.25. And you can see it's really the A and the A, or really A and B kind of keeping up, because Seth Smith has slowed down a little bit here.
16.
He goes for the stay there. I don't mind it. Right, who has caught some fire in this first game. Trying to take this one here.
Big dart. And there you go. DFD, 1-0. Let's head to leg number 2. Sean Green, Nick Teixeira live here in Niagara Falls, New York, for the 4th tour stop of the 39th annual BullShooter World Tour. This is the finals of men's doubles cricket. Leg number 2. 1-0 lead for DFD.
And Jason was incredible in that last leg. He's going to need to start off incredible in this one here.
This is incredible.
Doesn't hit the 9 that he wanted, though. So it's up to Seth Smith to see what he can do. And probably play for the bet on the 19s.
Chat, thanks so much for joining us. Let us know who you have in this one. Who you rooting for?
Finds a 5 and says, seriously, guys, where's that fork? Hello?
Fork you.
No, you.
No, you.
Like, Gray can just focus on hitting these two 19s here. I would have preferred him to start down there just in case it misses like that.
Thanks a lot, Mike Maloney. You taught him that. So you know.
That's you.
You taught him
You're
that
Mike
shot.
Maloney right now.
I'm going to hit all these doubles. Maybe I should go third. Just kidding. Should definitely not go third. I'll fold like lawn chair.
So Spratt now has to find a new number. He chose 18s. Needs to find one more trip to get that point lead. Does do so. 12-point difference there.
Doing well. Great darts again from Jason. Reminder to everyone watching along at home, it is a 1-1 on the loss side for both teams, so this is a very last dip. Winner of this match wins it all.
It's a tied ball game right here. Advantage to the team with the 20s, of course, but it is about as even as you can get in game number 2 here otherwise.
You're looking down.
Clicks on that top wire. He thought it was in, and it looked like it was going in as well. It does leave a 9-mark opportunity for Spratt, and this would be a real bell shaker here. That is going to try to focus on just closing that distance now. Needs to find a trip to do so. Does get it there. 5-point lead for DFD. But Jason Seeger has been the guy that is to be reckoned with in this match, it seems.
Totes my goats. It's only going to be a 3-mark. So opportunity is knocking for set to come rocking.
Another 7-mark needed. 4/16 gets you a 1-point lead to be able to shoot that 20.
Yes, sir.
It. Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a shot here. And now Greg needs to find 4 15s, and they can take a shot at the 16 if he so desires.
Oh, and that's a big hanger, especially with how long the starts are.
Yeah, is there even a way to get in there? There isn't. The door was closed by his own hanging dart. Spratt needs to make sure to walk through it, find the 15s here, get the close to have advantage going into the Bulls. Needs to find this.
Does.
Needs to add a bull. Doesn't do so, so no guarantees yet. In this very moment right here, it's tough. If you go for the 4 bulls, the other team loads up the points. If you go for the close, they might just hit the hat trick and win.
And it's Seth. Very dangerous player no matter what Jason decides to do here.
And not really the correct answer. I think you commit to one of the 2, though. So in this case, you need to stay on the bulls and hope for a double on this last start. It doesn't happen.
You go right at it?
Seth, you first start every time right at the bull.
What about twice on Sunday?
Twice on Sunday, sometimes on Thursday.
Cool. And by the way, your last name's Persh, not Dersh. Today.
For sure.
They could at least capitalize the letters of the other names.
Oh, I don't like
This
to
is-
say after the fallout. You got to go at the bull. And he doesn't do it there. That's a misplay.
Huge.
Double bull, single 15, trip 16 to bring this to a last leg.
You want to talk about alligator blood if he hits this? To keep hanging around.
Better than crocodile fever.
What? Not going to be able to take it out now. Can just keep adding some points. Gonna definitely do that now.
Absolutely.
That was not the right dart.
Yeah, a little bit questionable on the last, but I don't mind it. He was trying to take a dart out of his partner's hand to hit, in the sense that I get what he was trying to do. I don't think that was the right dart, but I don't mind. I don't think it's egregious.
It could be in just 1 second. Oh, that's a
tough.
tough dart. Yeah, you see it kick off the flight there.
Now might not even get the point lead. Just 3 singles.
Wow, what a dart.
What a way to find that. 14-point difference. So 1 bull and 3/16 is the shot, though.
Incredible. You almost expect Jason to hit this, though.
Yeah, you kind of have to. Trip 16 for the win.
He goes double.
16 for the win. It's 1-1 here, folks.
Well, this is the good old curse of the live stream. Very last match, we actually have stuff we need to do, and it's going the very last leg decider of the double dip.
It makes a difference. We weren't going to be able to film at the falls regardless.
Yeah, that's true. It would have been dark. Very dark. Pretty good bullseye there.
Jason's like, can it be less good, please?
That's one of those times where you say, show me one, and then you say, show me a different one.
How about another one? There you go. DFD, they're doing this the hard way for the seat holders, but they are still fighting along here, getting the start in the last leg, going the full distance in this matchup, folks.
Here we go. Scared me half to death.
Oh, no. Seth
Ruh-roh.
does not take advantage of the end there.
It's the worst round we've seen from in the finals. Pretty much.
It's up there for sure. I think debatably falling out on the first bowl and then staying on it was probably the most costly because otherwise I think if he would have moved after the first start falling into 15, they probably would have just won the match right there.
Yep.
But it all matters on how Jason punishes this. He wants to find a big one here. It's going to be punished. And it's going to be fairly punished at that.
Yes, 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 it was. You're Sprat. Well, this is a big moment to run if you're Greg.
Yeah, grab these 19s. They'll just got to focus on getting the close here. And just gets the bare minimum on the assignment. Kind of does a shoulder shrug. I appreciate the candor there. Does still get a big advantage by having that second number up. Smith gonna have to play some recovery, and this is dire now.
Wow, what a time to have just the most lackadaisical leg of darts to start off with.
Can I admit something, Nishan?
No.
Come up to line, Jason here.
What?
For a long time, I thought lackadaisical was like a happy relaxed. I didn't realize it was a grumpy relaxed word. What a last dart there. And now a 3-number, 77-point advantage. And all of a sudden, DFD, your seat holders, it might be done for here.
It's Brad trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, doing what he can, but even with the 9 and getting the point lead, it just might not feel like enough just given the situation. If you're Greg, you might want to play this just a little safe here, guarantee this win here. He's going right at the 16s, but I like this quick pivot. I like this shot. No, but don't go back. What are you doing? What
are you doing?
No, sorry, didn't mean to bring up the boss hog here. No, and I only say that because just focus on resetting for the next shot here. The last thing you need is to start losing ground when you're up 3 numbers. You lost a little bit there.
Sure did.
Jason said you're going to be on course correction. Of course, that being said, Mike Hughes Trucking as a team has been playing phenomenal, though, and I don't want to sound like I'm discrediting them in any way, shape, or form.
And Jason has been playing more than phenomenal.
He's been playing unconscious. This is unconscious.
Boom goes the dynamite. Jason Seeger.
And he's just leaving nothing up to chance there. He said, I'm just going to worry about getting the 20s taken care of. Ironically, though, with Greg having the really long darts that kind of hang a little bit, him going for the corner pockets is kind of hard.
Yep.
You have to make sure you go low on those darts when you're shooting them. Here we go with Greg. Taking that moment, loosening up those shoulders. This is the shot. Plenty of room to still go at that trip. Not so much anymore. I would 117-point lead. Go for the 15.
15s, yep.
Go for the 15. Just grab those. Don't try to force that 16. Greg, hear me out. No, I'm telling you the truth, brother.
No, he doesn't like it. What you said.
I saw it. Shook his head.
He didn't like going after points either, which is.
I think if you grab the 15 or even grab a bull there, it does more. Although the 15 is more valuable than the bull in this given scenario. Seth Not So Shady Smith finds a 9.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Keeps asking the question.
Jason keeps answering it, though.
Last time Jason betted at the number here. I think he needs to support his partner a little bit. If he gets that point lead, you got to take maybe a dart at the swing here. Now's an interesting time to do it. Very interesting time to do it there. Now coming up, Sprat here, going to the 15s. Might bet the 19s.
They're staying in it. Back-to-back 9s.
Fight, fight, fight. They have shown full resilience in the max distance of this final. You thought that they were done and dusted after a 1 mark, 2 mark open. And no, they're still here fighting along. And now Greg, the man who's been feeling the heat here in this final, 1.67, needs to rise to the occasion.
Oh, look at this.
Wow.
What a time to throw a 7 there.
Can't get the point lead after 1 dart here. So Seth Smith can only, again, hope to bed that number on the 15s here. I'm going to move over and try to throw into that dart. 1 more of those. Ooh. Now Jason should just go ahead and focus on getting the 15s closed here. You're going to have the advantage going to the bulls regardless if you do so.
This could be over. 3 darts.
Could be. Onto the bull. Double bull for the match win in the finals. Now just 1 bull away. All Sprat can do here is hit 4 bulls or more. Try to add a dart to the shot here and hope the pressure comes into play. He's doing the math here. But yeah, there's no reason you would move off. Even if you feel like you were absolutely blocked, nothing you can do except get the point lead.
That's a great start.
Still follow it in there. It's a well-thrown dart.
But 1 bowl short. Greg Hughes for the title and the double dip. With really Sprat and Seth not doing anything wrong. There it is, your champions. Mike Hughes Trucking.
Get it done here. And folks, that will conclude our coverage for today. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys hanging out with us for all these amazing matches here. We'll be live 9:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow with more coverage of the 39th Annual BullShooter World Tour Niagara Falls Edition here in New York. I'm Nick Teixeira, joined by Sean Green, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys. Sorry we're getting out of here in a hurry, but it turns out my dog left the oven on, and I appreciate all of you hanging around with us. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.